My name is Siddha Webber. I'm a poet, a mural poet, and developed a form of mural poetry, which is poetry that goes explicitly for public viewing. And it's a technique of writing that's a little bit different than personal poetry. I started writing poetry in grammar school, actually. So I wrote several stories. The teachers liked them, and published them in a school newspaper and all through grammar school. So I like reading. I love poetry, and in high school, all through high school, I played alto saxophone and concert band with some pretty prominent guys. And I've been an artist since birth. I remember when I was 8 years old, I finished my first painting in tempera paints, and I said, "Mommy, when I grow up, I want to be an artist." And she said, "Okay, baby, you'll be an artist." So she used to buy me all my paints and crayons, and it was just a joy to get a big box of crayons. And the top of the line was 48 colors by Crayola. So I've been an artist ever since maybe 6 years old. And I love color as my thing, and expression through color and shapes and form and representation of life. And paintings or colors that represent the joy and the positive aspect of life, and to uplift first my mother and then humanity. And my cousins, we all used to paint and draw and sing, and we were just a very creative family. As little kids, 5 years old, 4 and 5 years old, and my uncle used to tell us stories and tickle us. So we just, and actually when I was a little boy at 4, we didn't have radio or television, so drawing and joking, but drawing and coloring and singing was our pastime and the way we entertained and engaged with each other. So that's pretty much it. I've been married for 49 years. This is our 50th year, my wife and I. We went to grammar school together, went to 4 years of courtship in high school, and after 4 years after that, and then we got married. So I'm very thankful. I have 3 children, 2 daughters and a son, and 4 grandchildren. I've lived in Chicago most all of my life. I think, and spent a couple of years living in Springfield, Illinois, working with the Boy Scouts of America. Went to graduate school, McCormick Theological Seminary, and majored in art as a means of transforming and revitalizing community. And so I've been a community artist since the 60s. I started community artwork in 1968 as a community artist, public artist, with murals, and participated in the Wall of Respect as a poet, vocalist with a prominent jazz group at that time, which was the Troy Robinson Ensemble, or sometimes we call it the Black Mass Ensemble. And we played regularly. Troy had a workshop, jazz workshop on 76th and Cottage Grove. And I started working with one of the guys, my friend Elliot Hunter, who painted the Muhammad Ali on the Wall of Respect. And we were friends, and he asked me to do some poetry to some large-scale paintings that he had done. And the same weekend or the next weekend after the Wall of Respect dedication. So I started my public poetry career doing some poetry to Eliot's artwork. And from that point on, the group asked me to be a regular poet with them. So that was very much to what I wanted to do with my heart. And I was very flabbergasted, excited. I said, "You all want me to do this?" And so from that point on, every weekend we would have a gig at the workshop or somewhere around the city. And to be a poet with a jazz group was fairly unique. And I've been doing that Oh, ever since. That's been close to 50 years now as a jazz poet and public poet muralist.